In the bustling streets of New York, cultural clashes and unlikely friendships unfold in a heartwarming comedy. When a devout Catholic falls for a vibrant Muslim beauty, he finds himself navigating a whirlwind of emotions and tensions. Alongside him are his best friends, an Albanian Hindu with a penchant for mischief, a grumpy Greek Orthodox who despises change, and a reformed alcoholic Muslim trying to keep his past at bay. Despite their differences, these four men come together in a series of hilarious and touching escapades, proving that love, friendship, and laughter can bridge even the deepest divides among people. Bittersweet Homeland by Julian Biba. The bodyguard for a controversial politician is forced to skip his Valentine's dinner with his new foreign journalist girlfriend, as he finds himself in the crosshairs of shadowy government forces, that intent on eliminating the politician he is sworn to protect. Collateral Duty by Julian Biba. In the year 1997, Albania was engulfed in chaos, and police academy students faced an unimaginable ordeal. Ordered to patrol a supposedly secure area of the turmoiled country, these brave cadets found themselves ambushed by an armed mob. What unfolded next was a harrowing tale of courage and resilience, as these young students make a life-altering decision, stand their ground, or attempt a daring escape. This gripping story highlights the bravery and determination of Albania's future law enforcers during one of the nation's most tumultuous times.
Leap of Faith by Julian Biba. The only constant for intelligence agents is treachery. After Sabine loses her family, and the CIA handler/boyfriend Phil, she is raped by the jihadist leader Ahmed. She goes into hiding, but the agency finds her, and orders her to get close to Ahmed, using her son, Mustafa. Sabine succeeds, but Mustafa is inducted into suicide bombers, while she is undercover. In revenge for the assassination of Ahmed, Mustafa accepts a suicide mission to bomb a critical nuclear power plant. During the mission, Phil, Sabine, and Mustafa crash into each other's lives once more, revealing that Mustafa is Phil's son. They convince Mustafa to give up his mission, but they're in more danger than they were before. The CIA now wants to cut the loose ends and clean everything up.
Race for Hope, a novel by Julian Biba. In a world fractured by borders and prejudice, Daniel, an Albanian immigrant, navigates the treacherous landscape of Greece as he grapples with his identity, confronts the shadows of his past, and fights against the forces that threaten to tear him away from Eva, the love he's found, ultimately discovering that home is not just a place, but the connections we forge along the way.
Safe Ground by Julian Biba. What could go wrong if you are a 14-year-old military cadet in a communist country? Family ties to a priest, while the atheist regime considers religion a vicious enemy, makes Daniel a target of Vlad, his military commander, who interrogates him falsely accusing of giving away military secrets. Devastated and hopeless, Daniel decides to escape the Iron Curtain of his country's border. Being the extremely ambitious military commander he is, Vlad doesn't stop at anything to bring down Daniel and his family, so he can justify his career promotion. While crossing the border, Daniel is spotted by border patrol units, whose Vlad have given orders to kill on sight.
In her novel, The Patient in Room 203, author Ilona Paja takes us through a psychological thriller and into the mind of an obtuse resident of the psychiatric hospital. The story is full of twists and turns, not much unlike the reality of many suffering patients that find themselves in similar long white hallways and cushioned walls in rooms much like that of 203. Miss Paja slowly opens the door into the mind of one such person, in order that the rest of us may begin to understand how beautiful these patients truly are, and that we might appreciate their sacrifices for us. And in the process we meet a hero who lives inside that cushioned room.
In the harrowing backdrop of World War II, a Jewish man is thrust into a desperate fight for survival as he escapes the clutches of war with his newborn son, believing his wife to be lost forever. As he navigates the challenges of raising his child alone in a world torn apart by conflict, he carries the burden of guilt and heartache from leaving his wife behind. 50 years later, a chance discovery unearths long-buried secrets, forcing him to confront the past he thought he had buried and rekindle a love that endured the test of time and tragedy.